one. Well, there's execution landing towards A. I think they're going to get a bomb plant relatively uncontested. ZOREE spots them out, but he's backing away nonetheless. Lackey there for the first kill. And now with Krad there to double down. Aerial and xseveN, they ring back in unison. Of course, the old Ents players showing why they were eventually, well, at some point, probably one of the best in the world. sLowi, he gets another shot as well. NickelBack and Forrester now, with the numbers diminishing, forced to go aggressive further still, with Forrester now alone. And xseveN, look how passive he's being. He's falling all the way back. Forrester has to try and fight him, but with his teammate pushing all the way up towards site, Forrester to xseveN makes this very doable. Aerial to see a pistol round for ex-Winstrike as Forrester, with masterful movement there, is able to deliver.
Oh, he falls to the bomb at the end. Has been playing in the same 3 meters of space every single round. And he's actually consistently eliminated this boost as well.
To pepper his position, and it's all down to timing. Here come those flashes, and well, NickelBack, he's the one to lead that charge. He comes out on top, deleting jemi there. Now sLowi, back sight. He is the sole player to rely on, and with NickelBack falling, can he double up? Not quite onto Forrester. Everyone collapses. It's all on ZOREE, and Josh, he's got to save. He's got no choice. He has to.
Yeah, absolutely. sLowi, he needed to find himself 2 there, and Aerial needed to stay alive to make that round viable, and with neither happening, ZOREE, of course, has no choice but to just fall away from this one, save that snipe. But going into the next, they will have a bit of a loss bonus. I imagine that we will see a bit of a force buy around this AWP, and as ex-Winstrike are on the hunt, ZOREE might not even be able to hold on to it. He needs to check his left, or they're walking straight past each other. How has that just happened? He's managed to sneak away from Fountain with his life. Now needs to turn around. He's going to be challenged from behind. Instead, it looks like he wants to get down connector.
Oh.
This has been so good for ZOREE. Really smart stuff. And yeah, he manages to fall away and hold on to that AWP. So definitely found with the single man of Aerial being in the A long area, just to wait for any kind of contact to come his way. And jemi, that's absolutely perfect. He runs out of bullets in the CZ. He's frantically running away for his life. How has he just been able to cross there? Now he can try and double dip and go for the re-swing. And the flash, it's perfect again, jemi. That is such a huge round.
How in the name of all that holy was he able to cross there? He's got some deity smiling down at him. ZOREE, he spots out the player crossing, and now the UMP on the flank is also taken down. Forrester finishing off Aerial means that through the sight. As that bomb snaps, he's actually a swing accompanied by Forrester. He's out of time. He's going for the duel, and ZOREE, the man, he is so damn smart. And with that
thing, but HAVU, no one's playing towards the site, no one's playing towards pillar or barrels, and that's a fantastic incendiary to try and get them off that angle.
Said much this game, Josh, and while he has been, it's been a while before he's been able to whip out the sword. Let's see what he can get done with it. Not much. ZOREE there to finish him off, and for NickelBack, Lackey, and Krad, there's that boost. Eventually it works with Krad finishing off xseveN, but there's still a man down, and with 40 seconds left, it looks like we might see a bit of an acceleration on that hit towards B.
I like the initiative on the reboost. After you've thrown a Molotov in that position, you just kind of don't expect the boost again for the rest of the round. So yeah, you can really be caught off guard when 20 seconds later they go for it again. Next Winstrike, they're out of options now. They actually just need to push into this B side, but with 2 members so low on health and Aerial ready and waiting to swing. If he finds this kill onto Krad, who's the man on the high HP, then it should be an easy round. Instead, it's ZOREE to trade it, but still in this 2-on-2, ZOREE's got the sniper. It means that low HP here from Winstrike, it's somewhat negated, but ZOREE's hitting the shots nonetheless, and as the digits are tapped in, sLowi goes for the swing. It's a free kill for him, and he'll be able to take that defuse with it. Another round that comes a little bit close, but it's the ZOREE and sLowi
launched towards their position. ZOREE on the angle, spots the player jump spot. Here comes the swing. He's forced to hide. There's the first kill. Lackey fall. Ellie to trade. NickelBack to cement with a 3-on-4 now.
Strong, but the flashes, they're even better. They force that sniper off the angle. That gives him an opportunity, a window to swing, but as he does so, NickelBack eliminates. 7 with the MP9, evens out the numbers, goes from a 4-on-2 to a 2-on-2 very quickly indeed. But with the spam on the AK, 7, he times his swing to perfection, despite the fact that he's low on health. He's still pulling this one off the jump peak. It does the damage, but it can't find the kill.
Down into water with xseveN, and for a full buy, ex-Winstrike, they're really forcing HAVU back with the use of their utility. Lackey good for 1. Looks like we might see a double down as well as xseveN falls yet again. Slowly onto Forrester, it's a trade, but to make a bit of noise to draw the attention away. But so realizing he's got to go loud, deploys his util, tries to force the players out of position, and with a kind of wary knowledge that Krad will be on the flank, unfortunately he's unable to predict it. He's caught out in time, and
you've dealt it. You throw a grenade in like that, you don't know if it's had any success whatsoever, you don't know if it was a complete dud, or if you've actually got someone low on health. But I think 2 of them means that they really do have a hole in their defense.
What's interesting, actually, is while HAVU have been making it on their way back towards this site, if they want any hope in holding.
Well, Aerial might be able to catch one on the cross. There we go. There's that first, but can't follow up with the second. Only a tiny bit of damage dealt onto Laki, who actually doubles down. This is quite hard to watch if you're a HAVU fan. All of these executions have massively favoured ex-Winstrike. They've been amazing on the entries, and yeah, as we go into what's going to be a bit of a superficial retake with zywoo just trying to do some damage here. He's got that MP9, he knows he's got the kill reward, but as he falls away to reload, Forrester looking into the angle, and as this C4 very, very close to exploding. There we go. It's going to be 8 here for Winstrike.
That Young Ninjas of Wizard Krakow, they fell. They've beat MIBR, they've beat Saw 16-4. These guys are actually pretty sick. Like, usually ex-Winstrike, they're not a team that we kind of saw as like a hallmark. Yes, these guys are incredible. We need to look at them more. They've been consistently good, and so they weren't really on our radar. But now we're seeing them. They're nuts.
Yeah, especially here on Overpass, it's going to be interesting to see if they can actually carry that kind of performance over to Nuke. 12-3 half, whereas if they lose it, then it's kind of HAVU's ticket back in, especially if they can take it in a convincing fashion, which they are. Looking like they're going to be able to keep 4 members alive as ZOREE triples. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's bizarre as well when you actually look at that LDLC series where Winstrike won 16-1. I think that there's like a really good chance that they have a very, very one-sided map here. However, if they lose this next one, there's really not going to be too much cash for them to work with, especially on NickelBack and Laki. Krad won't have too much money to work with either, and that's where things get complicated. But as they're finding the kills, NickelBack dink down to 1 point of health, so lucky to be alive. And HAVU, whilst they're in position to shut this one down, they don't have the man count.
Well, as they get ready for the attack, it's going to be down to a 4 on to Laki. He falls to Jemi. Trade instantly there by Forrester. And with that, Aerial left alone in a 1 versus 3. NickelBack on just 1 HP. He's got no way of knowing that. He might just have to...
Just holding on to this is probably just for Jemi, to be honest. Even if Aerial wants to hold on to this AK, it gives him a chance to actually drop a rifle over.
Bombed his way back towards this site, and it means that the only forwarded player right now is ZOREE. He's alone, but it doesn't matter. Krad falls untraded. He's
definitely something for them to work with here, and they've been quite consistent with playing off the back of those man advantages as well. zywoo finds himself another. Forrester trades. Alien, how's he got away with that one? Somehow gets Forrester, but with the reverse plant, they're pressured from both sides. They didn't want to take the fights in toilet, and it meant that they had to plant it on the other side of those boxes. But with it, they were then challenged from bank. sLowi coming in from long.
This is his time to shine. If he's towards the other side of this swing, there's Alien to fall, and with his location known.
HAVU, they've found this man advantage. They could be on for 5 here. It wouldn't be a terrible half if they can pull it off. Shadow, it's been spotted, but NickelBack, that is such a precise shot. And with it, he's not even traded. He swings out and finds Jemi as well on the double down. Ooh. But as zywoo bounces it right back.
Noel, in a 3-on-2, they need this killing quickly. There's the flash, there's the push. And Laki, he spots him out. But with ZOREE there to trade, that orb is going to be hard to hard clear. And as Krad just pushes his way forward, you've got 2 players to kill. He's only got 29 seconds to do so. As he hard clears this close pillar, he shifts forward. Aerial's already got the angle. ZOREE's the man to worry about, and well, for good reason. ZOREE spotted out, he's not killed. Aerial's there to trade, and at 10-5.
10-5 does give them some equity, especially if they can take this pistol round.
Absolutely, Alien. Oh.
Well, with this man advantage and the USPs in hand as well, they give them a bit of a range advantage. This is where they're challenged, but Laki maybe playing anti-flash a little too long there. Gets shot in the back of the head. The man advantage now going to HAVU. Alien finds one right back, but as he stinks right through the smoke, the follow-up's there. zywoo, that is pinpoint precise. And now, a man advantage, the C4 down. This becomes complicated for ex-Winstrike.
That it does. Forrester leading his way forward. There's xseveN good for another. Forrester in the 1v3. Is he spotted out? Yes, he is. And with Alien on long, so he's going to peek straight into him. Does Alien react in time? Oh my god, he does. For Alien, apparently. As we see HAVU now, a man down with no way into con, into Krad. There's the trade. Down to 4-on-4 with Krad full.
Right now is a 1-hit to any of the weapons on the server. You see those deagles, they'll be able to finish him off with a body shot, so will the scout. As Aerial comes in, it's a 1-2 sucker punch to take him down. NickelBack can find the body shot onto ZOREE. Alien follows up with another headshot with that scout, and it looks like Winstrike might be able to pull this one right back with the force. In fact, it's looking likely.
Elian, he is nasty right now. There's another tag onto 7. He almost finishes the job, but the damage has been done. Forrest had finished the job with a deagle, and with that, about 10 or 15 euros really per code, so it's absolutely worth doing. Go check them out. Go give them all the love they deserve. And, well, Krad, he's handing out the love right now with a 2k onto ZOREE as well there, with that nade landing on him. And, well, NickelBack, he trades onto 2. It's down to 7 alone, and what can he hope to do now?
Oh, there's not been any success here. Loses life. There's no trade potential for the man on short, at least not initially. As he's holding this angle, he walks right into the cross, and there we go. The bait, they seem to be really strong on overpass, and then going into other maps in a series, they seem to struggle. And kind of the best example is the nuke match from. I'm just not sure whether we'll see it or not.
Well, you say HAVU, I say ex-Winstrike. I think this is going to be a 2-0, and, well, with 7, there's a quick kill onto Lackey. Trade there by Forrester. Not quite, actually. So now Forrester in a very sticky situation. Through the smoke eventually finds that. Switches to deagle. Oh, double up as well there. Krad onto ZOREE means Aerial's all to play for. Good for 2. Down to 4 HP. He's got no choice but to back away. And in a 1v2. What on earth does he have to do from here, Josh?
They're going to have no money going into next round as well. So unless he pulls off this 2v1, then it's going to be map point, 11 chances to kill the game. And I was thinking, this is where HAVU come back now. They've not been able to, and now we're really, really close to the finish line.
Well, Elliot.
The game plan here is for them as... Oh, they're taking some control towards toilets, but 3 members stacked up towards A. ZOREE, though, oh my goodness. This round has just flipped around.
Lackey trading onto 7 puts it down to a 3-on-3. They don't expect Krad center side, and this is where he can do some damage. And damage he does. Lines up to jemi to trade. Forrest, this is their chance to try and come back. Well, to get things underway, they go for early outside control, but that's a lot of damage done to them. Through the smoke, there's Krad able to finish off Aerial. It's a man advantage, 2-man advantage at that, as Lackey finishes off SLOwi. As he backs away, HAVU, this hits towards B, it's just being dismantled. Elliot and Forrester hit some shots. 7, can he trade?
Comes in towards A main and actually spots out the member, can do a little bit of damage there, and as he does further, seemed like Forrester...
Take an inch, they'll take a mile.
Yeah, they absolutely will. You see sLowi right now. Ooh, that's a big play. That's smart as well. It gives me a lot of leg room to work with. NickelBack, in the meantime, he's worked his way round to B. He's got a good opportunity here to take some early firefights. There's the first, lines up a second as well. And all of a sudden, not only are the numbers back to even, but there's actually an advantage here for the CT side. As this C4, it starts to go down, but the retake, it's hot on its heels.
That's all that's required, and as it goes into the... I don't think he's expected SLOwi at all. So, despite being so low on HP, can still do a fair bit of damage, and he does just that. Forrester falls like 7 onto Elian, provides HAVU with their first...
Look how smart this is. This could work out so well, Krem. It all comes down to timing, and timing's in his favour, but he can't connect any more than 1.
That flashbang's just heartbreaking. Aerial, I don't think he meant to, but he deleted them with that flash. And, well, Elian, while he trades, that scout proves to be pretty damn scary. Lackey with a deagle onto jemi leaves Aerial all alone. Looks like the Eagles work anyway. Now Aerial towards outside. Good for Lackey. Doubles up onto Elian. Suddenly, this might not be as clear-cut as it was once thought to be. And he's predicted Krad as well. This is a read and a half. And as Krad just shifts forward towards Secret, he's going to be in so much trouble. Spots him out, but Krad...
Elian's really good with that scout. They're very, very challenged in rounds like that. As they come into this one, they've got a fair amount to work with, and with Aerial finding that opening pick, NickelBack bursting through the squeaky doors. He's massively underestimated how far out HAVU really...
For HAVU, because there is the trap laid, and... Well, Elian, he's playing it to perfection. There's the kill onto Krad, which should make his life a bit harder, but ZOREE, his flank is spotted out. However, it doesn't matter if it's spotted. The deagle of this event is waiting for the util to push out. He's waiting for the attack to come his way. No one's come yet, though. He's still waiting for them to push. And, well, here they come. That's Elian there to finish off 2 members. And with Lackey there onto ZOREE, this is a really clean round by ex-Winstrike, especially if they can keep Lackey alive, as he hears the players come down towards round. There's Aerial to trade onto Elian. Forrester to get the next say in the matter. And 7, he is quickly dispatched by Lackey.
But after seeing ex-Winstrike, they've been fantastic. And honestly, I haven't casted these guys in a couple of months. And whilst you'd think that wouldn't make a huge amount of difference, apparently it has. You can see they've really been doing their he's in the kind of top level here in the CIS region, because these guys are fantastic, real world contenders right now. And
that actually he still has space to hold, and HAVU, they can be acutely aware of that. We see aggression up towards Silo. Jemi tries to react to it, but Krad reads it. sLowi to trade means that the attack may come straight back up towards A, putting so much pressure on Lackey now to try and hold firm. There's low HP players on pretty much all of HAVU, so he should be able to have a pretty nice spray down, but he misses every bullet. Not on xseveN though. There's the recovery. Down to a 2-on-2. This is... words cannot describe how winnable this is, with ZOREE and sLowi both on low HP. It's messy, but Lackey, he's able to recover. It'll be a 5th for Winstrike, a 1-round lead, and they're able to force HAVU down to a reinvestment. However, HAVU, with the buy, with their current with their current padding of economy, they're going to be more than happy to reinvest, but it is a chink in towards the smoke. And he hears these players come towards him. He'll deploy their flash as well. Scoped in. ZOREE is quick as he shuts down Elian. And for Aerial now, as he backs away, it's down to NickelBack and look forward and try to re-clear what will be CT in heaven. The timing, does it bless him? No, it doesn't. SLowi then shut him down. Aerial's there to double up as well. With Krad, he tries to get the next set, no matter with players all around him. He's just going to be swarmed by all of them at once. As he too falls, HAVU, they keep...
this next buy-up, that will kind of be the catalyst to get them to lose the next 3, because they won't have any money. That's where it gets complicated. But for some reason, we see a very, very questionable decision here from HAVU. Given the circumstances, regardless of losing control towards ramp or outside or anywhere else for that matter, as long as they've still got those bomb sites, that's what's important. But with seveN finding that headshot, it does add complications to things. It makes them fear for their lives here on the B site, and as the bomb's going to go down, this is where it gets complicated.
That was a really clean kill from seveN, and it's worked perfectly. Elian, he's leg down as well. ZOREE now trying to hard clear Forrester, not quite on the angle, he'll be killed. Now seveN, back site, in a 1 versus 3. Krad there to kill him. It's recovered pretty well.
Counter-Strike on the screen for the remainder of that half, and it ended up going 8-7, which is kind of a benchmark that we said was a comfortable one for either side. HAVU because they were on their T side, and ex-Winstrike because they actually favour their attack, I suppose.
Here's NickelBack go towards this side, and for ex-Winstrike, a plant would be perfect here, so then you get just that. So, great opening, Elian low HP will be finished off, and with NickelBack trading odds of 1, Jemi finishes the job. It's going to be a, well, even pitting for either side. 8-8, it's all tied up. Well, sorry, 9-7, I apologise, as HAVU come out on top, and they force Winstrike down into the ground.
Well, given the circumstances, a bomb plant's fantastic, isn't it?
I believe seveN there, MP9 in hand, he spots him out, deploys that molly, should be able to get away in time, but Krad goes straight through it. Ooh. He's killed by ZOREE. NickelBack instantly there to trade. NickelBack there to double up, and now in a 4-on-3.
Rotated the wrong way, he starts to work his way up the ramp, realises instead he should be going down, and as he starts to re-aggress here towards a single door, does peek into Lackey, who despite being on full HP and having a gal ill, does actually lose that fight. Now we're back in a 3-on-3 Kramer, and there's a real shot here for the retake on HAVU's part.
Absolutely right, and with 3 players just found out around the map, NickelBack, he should be there to try and finish the job. Well, spots out Jemi. Can't quite finish the job, though, when as Jemi falls, It's down to Elian, the last man left standing, 1 versus 3. That bomb is ticked pretty far down, so he genuinely can come ahead. And, well, with Aerial spot out, there's the first kill. This is very doable, but sLowi, he stuck it, and unfortunately, there's no way for Elian to come out on top of that. He's going to try and cower, he'll save this MP9 as best he can. Won't even be given the chance to do that.
They'd have taken the round with it. It's interesting to see off the back of that bomb plant, and a little bit more of a loss bonus as well. They're actually going for another full. It does add complications to things. With Lackey on this MAC-10, he's here to just catch players in rotation, and I'm not sure if anyone's actually going to be rotating through ramp, but if they do, he's a very dangerous man.
That he is. Well, xseveN swings wide. There's Elian to shut him down, and now HAVU, they still can win this. Is going to be very, very powerful for them, and with 5 players left alive as well, it's going to work wonders on their team. They just sit back, they get ready to hold as best they can, and for ex-Winstrike, there's the first player to fall. Stoios and NickelBack, peaks 4 from C.
Very recoverable. 2-man disadvantage, and that's where it really does become tricky. And as they actually regress towards this A site, Elian does find himself that man, brings it back into a 4-on-4. Does take a lot of damage in the engagement, and as Forrester starts to work his way out, he was spot out ZOREE, but not quick enough. And once again, we see the man count leaning in HAVU's favour, with 7 unable to deny that plant though. It will go back into a 3-on-3, and the C4 will go down.
And it will, but there's kills back and forth. Krad, the last one left standing in a 1v3. He spots out each member, they spot out him, they swarm him, and kill him. It's a beautiful little example, and, well, for HAVU, they'll be more than happy with that retake. They go 11-8 up, they're still not in a perfect position, and as xseveN goes to the crossfire towards ramp, he tries to distract, he's good for 1. The molly means that Aerial can't really hold the position either, so it's an even trade, down to a 4-on-4, and as they look to drop down into ramp, there's Elian caught out by sLowi on the flank, but it's not the bump. Lackey trading again, down to a 3-on-3, this should allow a bomb plant, and this should give ex-Winstrike a chance to try and take this round.
Yeah, absolute utility has really been an issue for them. If they had a couple more mollies here or any smokes, then it would be much easier for them. And there we go, with the perfect flash from sLowi. Aerial's going to swing, find a man, but look how low that bomb is ticking. There's really not a lot of time left on it. They know that they just need to stay alive here, and Lackey, as he deploys that Molotov, it should secure the round for them. Does a little bit of damage there onto sLowi as well, so no opportunity for that defuse. And HAVU, they're going to be gutted with that one. It's just slipped away from their
one who's ruled out as a clear victor.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, once again, we see a faster play here towards A, and NickelBack, whilst he's only on the MAC-10, he's found himself 2 kills. He was tagged down to 11 HP off of the first duel, and I was about to say, do you know what? The cost of that engagement is not too bad. Even if he trades 1 for 1 here, the MAC-10 taking down a rifle, it's a very, very good round for him nonetheless. But to double down, to get that C4 planted, that's incredible. Nice drop shot there from ZOREE, but he can't readjust and find the...
As he spams this smoke, tries to catch out the initial member, NickelBack already peeking up towards heaven. He's going to barrel his way forward, but as Aerial trades, that was a kind of...
These aggressive prods in the last couple of rounds have merited him a couple of kills, but yeah, this round it doesn't work out for him. However, Lackey is able to recover it. The C4 will go down, but as soon as it does so, sLowi does find himself 1 with an auto shotgun. He's still alive and kicking here and poses a real threat as he swings out and finds another. And all of a sudden, a man advantage in his hands. And he's going to stick with this shotgun. He had an opportunity to swap out, but he doesn't want to.
That plant is really going to be a kind of saving factor, but ZOREE to Forrester makes this very tough for Elian. He's got to run through this volley. No scopes. Oh, he hits Jemi. However, a kiss is there. If there wasn't, that could have been scary. However, with those kills, it now falls down to a 12th for HAVU. They win on their full buy. ex-Winstrike
left in the tank, so if they can bounce back here, they could actually reset HAVU and take the lead in such an integral moment, but... ZOREE, that's a nice opening pick. Elian is able to trade it though to a 4-on-4, and that molly forces Aerial right back and does a lot of damage.
And it was, and well, as it goes down to a 3-on-3, let's see who's able to come out on top here with NickelBack going for another bomb plant. This will be uncontested. This time HAVU, they go for it with a 3-man commitment from round. Aerial, he's spotted out. He's first of all. Forrester to trade with that MAC-10, but with NickelBack also falling, bomb plants are taken down. Now the question is, where is Krad? And, well, as they try to just swarm Forrester, they know where he is. Forrester swinging wide. It's a bit of damage done to Jemi. Jemi almost on death's door himself, but as Forrester is still swinging, he's able to finish off sLowi. Now with Jemi, that's such a low amount of HP. All it takes is a really well-timed spam for he too to fall, and Krad, as he pushes his way forward, it looks like it's going to be a stick, but Jemi will fall for ex-Win.
Aggressive utility, and it means that actually with those being deployed early, it's gonna cause them some problems. sLowi does put one...
Respect to not quite peek out just yet. ZOREE hiding behind blue. This is either going to work perfectly or awfully, and oh, it's perfect. 2 quick kills, and with NickelBack trying to trade, it's messy, he can't even do that. ZOREE with 3, leaves it all on Forrester in a 1 versus 4, and that hero play from HAVU has kept them in this, providing them with a 13th.
Well, it very much looks that way, unless Forrester can do something crazy right now. This is such a huge time for HAVU to have stepped up, and there we go, Forrester.
He's Aerial, he has the blessings of information.
Well, as he starts to fall away, he's lucky to still be alive here. He should have been caught out as he jumped on top of the box. A little bit of a mistake there, but eLIGE finally trades it, and they only lose a pistol in the engagement. Picking up that rifle as well gives them a good opportunity. And eLIGE, that's such a massive shot to hit to the finish line. And remember, they're already a map up, so this is for the series. This is for that spot in the grand finals.
That it is, and well, in hands. What good will this do? Well, Lackey, he's spotted out on the jump spot, but that's going to be quite hard to kill. As sLowi, there's the first kill. The trade is not there, and now this is where it gets scary. Aerial, he can go for a huge play right now.
He really can. I mean, they should be anticipating someone aggressive on mid with those smokes in play as well, but no, they don't. And ZOREE finds himself 1 more on that cross. I think this round might be said and done, Kramer. You look at the money here for ex-Winstrike. They might just about have enough to buy into the next, but that's if it's needed. They find another headshot with this UMP vulnerable. He will swing, he will find the headshot. If he falls there, it adds complications. But actually doubling down, Aerial, he's had a monster. This one's 16-14. Had they have gone for an eco, I'd have definitely said OT. We'll have to wait and see, though, as the nades, they absolutely bombard Krad, and he was that pincer. He was the man to try and get down the vents and apply pressure from behind here on ramp. And with him falling, ZOREE, he's got the timing correct. No swing coming in from CT. Might be able to take down this man on HUT, who actually turns around at the right moment. However, it still loses the duel. With eLIGE finding another, all of a sudden, this is a 3-on-3 Kramer. The rifles are here to work with. The C4's going to go down on reverse default, and now...
Pushes way ahead as well, but with players positioned towards Squeaky, makes his initial attack hard. That nade and that smoke makes it pretty, well, it makes it good for an opening. Aerial good for 1, trade there by Forrester. Forrester there to double down, now it's all on ZOREE. He taps that bomb once, flank comes through, and it's a almost impossible spot to be in for HAVU. We see xseveN, MP9 close at hand, NickelBack deletes him, and now pushes his way forwards, and well, now with a man down, HAVU, what can they do in this defense? sLowi, he deploys that smoke on the close angle, trying to hold firm. Brings out a few shots here or there, but it's still not good enough. Through the smoke, we see this auto shotgun try to ring true. He's good for 1. Trades back and forth, down to a 4-on-3. This auto shotgun ready with jemi, and both ZOREE all towards this position on double doors. There's jemi good for 1. Push comes through, down to another 3 on fuel. To that fire in favor of ex-Winstrike. Forrester, he sits towards upper. Krad, above sight. He's finished off by jemi. There's an opening. Here comes that push. That also shotgun of ZOREE. It falls to Forrester. Follow-up push goes through. NickelBack being spammed, but he still survives. jemi, he's got to try and swing into him, but time is of the essence. NickelBack, he's won it on the merits of time. jemi falls. Ex-Winstrike, they take the series 2-0. They take the map 16-14. And despite it being a